Urza's Saga. Starting us off. Mox Diamond. Lotus Petal. Mishra's Bauble. Mox Opal, sorry. Mox Diamond wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, Casey Gregor in the chat is keeping track of the Bowmaster stuff. We've seen some Bowmasters on today's stream. Force of Phil also has some new cards in the list from Lord of the Rings. Ponder. Now, we've seen more than one Bowmaster. It's either 2 or 3 so far. All right, Ponder completes the turn for Phil. No follow-up. Rockford's Saga should be ticking up here. I think we're forgetting about that for a moment.
Yes.
All is good. All right, so we might see some constructs start get pumped out here. Good start to the game for Rockford. If you want to give a control player a problem to deal with, start the game off with 2 Urza Sagas. Here's Ponder. Unfortunately, here in the chat, you can only use Twitch badges. All right, so making a construct on end step. Let's see if Rockford makes another one.
Search.
Floating a mana and searching. Okay, going to leave it up to the other Urza Saga to make a construct potentially. What does Rockford look for here? Could be Grindstone. Could be Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear doesn't feel that necessary. Alright, Grindstone. And the combo has now been revealed.
Go. Yeah, sure. Yep. Sure.
Okay, with Mirror Breaker. Goblin?
One floater.
Yep.
No.
Cast you? Yep.
Okay, using the floating mana to create a construct. In response, soars the original. Rockford will be improvising here for Metallic Rebuke. Swords is successfully countered. Attack for 5. Phil goes on to 13. I'll hide our overlay here so we can see that phone a bit better. Volcanic Island.
Wow.
Urza Saga has ticked up to 3. New donation from SF45. Thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, SF? Thanks for the love. Okay. This time we're grabbing Shadow Spear. Artifact players out there, is Retrofitter Foundry just not making the cut right now? I feel like I never see Retrofitter Foundries anymore. We'll see what the YouTube commenters think. Very slow, yeah. Here's Painter's Servant.
Yes.
blue. What's the wording on it?
Naming blue. So Painter Servant and Grindstone are on the board. Rockford's going to need some mana though. Attacking for, is it 14?
I've never seen anything. I had a light from Little Man on my 6.
Okay, maybe a Snapcaster Swords to Plowshares. It was in Bosch's breakfast list? Okay, I missed that. Okay, so Swords removes a construct, and Snapcaster chump blocks the other one.
Just trying to see if I could draw 3
Free combat. Attack, make a treasure.
Preordain, both on the bottom. Flooded Strand. It does look like Watto's died.
Got a basic planes and I will pass the turn.
Nitrogen Conductor Hammondine says better to use faster stuff or more chalice instead of Retrofitter Foundry.
Oh yeah.
But there was a while where I felt like every other match I played, there was a Retrofitter Foundry hitting the board at some point. It's just not really around much right now. Seed of the Synod. Equipped with Shadow Spear. Not enough mana for the Painter combo yet. Grindstone takes 3 to activate. Is there a point in blocking?
What is in play?
I think Rockford missing some lifelink here. Hopefully that doesn't end up mattering. It doesn't look like it will. At least I think it was missed. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's got my companion's little token.
Is it signed?
Yes.
My friend that I went to Baltimore.
Retrofitter Foundry did come out before Urza Saga, but didn't really get really popular until Urza Saga.
It's like Yorion.
Swords on Painter, Mystic Sanctuary, putting Brainstorm on top? Okay. Monka TG, thanks for the resub. 38 months from Monka T. What's up, Monka T?
Yep.
All right, here's Snapcaster, Swords.
3 total combos.
All right. Phil has managed to deal with all the problems in one turn. 38 months, that's a ton of hours right there of Paper Magic. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is actually the matchup I lost to on 12 Friday.
There may not be a person I enjoy playing Magic cards more with than Monka TG there in the chat. Shout out to Monka. Looks like Sai gets countered. Phil is stabilized here, attacking for 4. Now I'm starting to wonder if life gain missed by Rockford is going to matter. Soul Guide Lantern removes Ponder. I win every time, yeah.
Got 2.5? 2.5.
3 cards in hand?
Pithing Needles on the stack. Sure.
Combat, attack,
Sure.
explore.
All right, Entreat the Angels revealed on this Brainstorm at instant speed in response to Pithing Needle.
Okay. Pithing Needles.
Shit, not okay. Hold on, sorry. Can we take like 2 steps back? This still on the stack, that's still on the stack.
You're exiling us now.
Yep. Tell. Sorry.
Oh, you're next.
Not,
City.
Resolves name Scolding Tarn. Pass.
Make 3 angels.
A backup entreat. Oh, man. Metallic Rebuke countered the first one, and a backup resolves on Phil's draw step. Monka with a great question. In your paper Magic viewing experience, what is the most popular type of deck protector? Color, design, and brand. Been using Dragon Shield. Not sponsored. Monka asking the big questions. Anarchy Inducer is here in the chat. Casey Gregor is outraged seeing Yu-Gi-Oh cards on stream. Yeah. We tried yelling at Force of Phil about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We tried taking them away. We tried calling a judge. We tried it all. Force of Phil's just doing it anyway. Phil just doesn't care. He doesn't care about the rules. All right. Phil takes game 1. Multi 5 for Rockford. So 2 go on the bottom for Rockford. There's a Saga. Soul-Guide Lantern pass. Okay. Ponder for Phil.
So, and from what I just read, I can evoke this. It won't deal damage, but it'll stay.
Right. That will resolve.
There's a Saga ticks up. Ancient Tomb will allow some constructs to start getting pumped out here. Scalding Tarn. Alright, another construct. There's a Saga Pops. Let's see what Rockford finds here. Maybe a Mox Opal this time. Maybe. Goes for Grindstone. Basic Island for Rockford.
Taps. 4. Yeah.
Terminus is pretty good here. Moves those 2 constructs, which were going to be a big problem if they stuck around much longer. Scalding Tarn getting cracked. It's a volcanic island. Another ponder for Phil.
Cards? 4. 4, yes.
All right, this is going well for Phil now. Prismatic ending on Grindstone. No response from Rockford. After a multi 5, Rockford is not presenting much of a threat right now. Okay, here's Urza Saga. Could get that part of the game back up and running again. 2 mana, cut your deck. Painter. All right. I think we saw Painter coming after Grindstone was selected by Urza Saga. Blue has been selected. Painter fans in the chat, are we picking blue here against Miracles? Do we like that play? I know it makes every card in Rockford's deck pitchable to Force of Will, but it helps Phil as well, doesn't it? Especially if Phil has brought in Pyroblasts. What do you think about naming blue here? Do we have any Painter players to weigh in on this? This is serious. I'm not a Painter player myself. I'm just curious what people think. 58% favorite for 8 casts, said Twitch chat as we started this match. Phil up a game. Akalith saying, I'm guessing he would name non-blue if he didn't specifically need it. May have force and no other blue cards in hand. That's possible. Another Urza Saga for Rockford. The other one has ticked up to 2. Attacking with Painter Servant. Terminus. Force of Negation, pitching Spirit of Industry.
Yeah, omnibus.
2.
Pyroblast on Force. Okay. So Painter goes on the bottom. It shuts off the Painter's effect. Making a construct now here is Rockford. Taking up the Urza Sagas. Should have Pyroblasted a Saga there. And let Terminus get countered?
Before you search.
It's an interesting point from Force of Phil, but... Oh, there's another Brainstorm on top. It looks like Phil knew about it, so... That makes the Pyroblast on Saga a bit better. Do you Pyroblast the one with 1 counter on it, or the one with 2 counters on it? Probably the one with 2. Rockford's searching now with Urza Saga. Yeah, go for the one with 2. That was Metallic Rebuke. This is 8 cast with Painter Servant combo. Grindstone is in the deck.
One card? Yep.
Force of Phil pointing out that Urza Saga was the bigger threat. Yeah, Rockford has been able to jump through chapters of multiple sagas in this game so far. It's pretty good. Definitely worth thinking about the Pyro on Saga. Alan pass. Saga takes up to 3. Activating Saga now to make a construct. There it is. Swordsing the other one in response. Snapcaster in response. Swords. All right. Managing to clear the board. Well, there's a new construct now, but clear the board of the old ones. Which is pretty good at 9 life. Maybe Saga finds Shadow Spear here to take advantage of trample. Looks like Opal has been picked out. Opal it is.
And I played it on the 7-2 halfway games. Yep. And then some of them I had turn 3 follow-up Nazgul.
Yeah.
I'm playing with Saturday night. There's a Japanese you're playing with 3 cold rings. Yeah. I have 2. Yeah, I ended up taking
Dramatic ending on Grindstone's pretty good.
Good.
Stabilizing once again. Has to deal with one more construct though. Rockford does not have Metalcraft anymore. Which is worth noting, the Mox Opal is shut off. Easily turn it back on. Plenty of artifacts in the deck. Let's see. Painter Servant. Phil relieved that Grindstone was removed. Swords on the construct in response.
Okay.
Name Blue. Metalcraft still not on. Jake Speed, thanks for the resale with Prime. 12 months for Jake Speed. That's 1 year. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I have to say, one of my favorite things of running this channel is when people hit their year anniversaries of being a sub. Makes me feel really happy, not gonna lie. Somebody would dedicate being a subscriber for a year. Really appreciate that. Ooh, no Metalcraft. Phil pointing that out. Good catch by Phil.
There's like 5 attack with haste on
Council's Deliberation in response to Thoughtcast. New card from Lord of the Rings. Phil's testing it out. Another Ancient Tomb. Shadow Spear, floating a mana, equip, and swinging.
That's
one card in hand still?
a 2 in hand? 1 in hand.
Force of Negation, pitching Painter to stop Ponder. Okay. Swinging for 2. Aggressively countering Ponder. Thought Monitor.
Why is that not?
Because I'm silly, that's why.
Where was this? No, so you're casting this. You're resolving this card.
Fill in range. No, sorry, not in range. Does not need to block here technically. There's Thoughtcast. There's 4 power on Rockford's board. Equipping Shadow Spear, attacking with both. Does need to block if they want to fetch. That's true. All right, so there's the block. There's the fetch. Phil goes on to 1. Mystic Sanctuary. What is in Phil's yard? Is there anything useful? Is there a Terminus in there? Another mull to 5 for Rockford. Puts 2 on the bottom. Cracking a fetch. Preordain. So Preordain and Council's Deliberation go well together. At least that's the thinking by Phil here. Phil, as most of you that watch this channel regularly are aware, has been playing a more, is traditional the right word, version of Miracles for the last couple of months. Last year, maybe even. And Triumph of St. Catherine has been the main character, I would say, of the deck for a while. But now a new card getting tested out, Council's Deliberation. So we'll see how over the next couple of months Phil's build evolves. Phil's build, of course, not available on very, very mildly popular software, MTGO, thanks to Warhammer not being available on the platform. Meltdown X is 1. And Mishra's Bauble and the 2 seats are gone. Painter Servant will live. So maybe Phil likes letting Painter live.
This triggers on this triggers on dying.
Yeah, Meltdown can be just such a beating against these Urza Saga decks. There's Painter Servant. Uh-oh. It's going to resolve.
Engineer trigger.
Oh, it is coming back.
Yep. Oh no, it actually stays exiled because we changed
Yeah, the Painter was left on the table, and Phil might be regretting it right now. Quinnes in the chat pointing that out. I agree. Six Sanctuary. Phil might get another chance here. Meltdown going back on top. Cantrip into Meltdown. Yeah, Phil getting another shot.
Torpor Orb is not definitive. Staring through.
Oh yeah, the Torpor Orb hurt a lot.
You responded well though when I was welding it out, just to try and get it out. Looking for questions.
All right, there's Meltdown X's 2 and blowing it all up. Here's another Painter Servant for Rockford. Naming blue. Looks like 2 cards left in Rockford's hand. Dom V with a great question. Why not cast Meltdown for more if you didn't have another answer to Painter? I don't really know. We can't see all of Phil's hand, but the second Meltdown seemed to do the trick. Maybe that was the plan. Try and bait Rockford into putting more permanents on the table. Force pitching Thoughtcast, Power Blast in response. Maybe Phil wanted to hold up Power Blast the previous turn as well. Or the 2 turns ago. Case of like Kappa Cannoneer or something like that. Or Psy or Emery or one of those annoying creatures. Here's Council's Deliberation.
These are like, honestly, they're like not how I want to.
Ponder. Specchio wondering if it's really a second Meltdown, if it's the same Meltdown. We're talking about some legal terms right now that I don't feel comfortable discussing in public. This stuff gets a little iffy. All right, the combo is back on the table once again for Rockford. Yeah, the big question will be, we will know if Council's Deliberation is the real deal when we see Force of Phil with some altars. That's when we will know.
And then I'll just keep my set.
Once we see that, you better have your set ready to go. Don't waste any time.
There are some interesting cards.
You should probably just get your set now. It looks like Painter's naming red this time. I missed that. I think I might have said blue. Mishra's Bauble revealed something. Listen turn. Another mana will allow Rockford to activate. There's another mana. Swordsing Painter Servant in response to Moxel. It's supposed to be an exile, but I don't think that will matter. Here's Emery. Oh, maybe it will matter. I hope not. Council's Deliberation in response. Emery will resolve. Grindstone, Metallic Rebuke. Look like another Emery and Urza Saga. Prismatic Ending on Emery. Okay.
Preordain on top? Okay.
Mystic Sanctuary put Preordain on top. There is a Council's Deliberation. 2 Council's Deliberations in the graveyard, so killer combo. Preordain. Scry both to the bottom. Draw 1. And drawing 2 more. That's pretty cool. Another Preordain. No Council's Deliberations in the graveyard this time.
Yes. Good.
Prismatic Ending on the Grindstone.
I think that's just his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yep.
Another Council's Deliberation. Cast, maybe getting... Nope. Brainstorm a response.
Is there a serious Magic player? You gotta play Magic in between Magic.
Fluster Storm. Too many copies to pay for. Ooh, Entreat. Metallic Rebuke is not available. 4 Angels on Phil's side. Did Phil win this game? Rockford scoops it up. Nicely played. Wow.